Nationwide COVID-19 vaccination of children in age group of 12 to 14 years from March 16. Only Corbevax vaccine for 12 to 14 years age group. Manipur reports 14 new COVID-19 cases, 10 recoveries and no fatality in 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 1.17%. AICC Manipur returning officer ex-MP Pratap Bhanu says Congress party will carry out membership drive and election from booth to PCC level in near future. General strike by all Manipur Muslim students organization affects normal life in Muslim-dominated areas. AMMSO lives burnt following agreement. And India locks 2,568 COVID-19 cases, over 4,000 recoveries and 97 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.72%. Hello and welcome to Impact News watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANGUJAM SHELLYRA. To stay protected from coronavirus, wash your hands frequently, wear a mask properly and maintain a safe distance. Now the news in details. Nationwide COVID-19 vaccination of children in the age group of 12 to 14 years will kick off tomorrow in Manipur. Only Corbevax vaccine will be given to children of 12 to 14 age group. The same was announced by Immunization State Nodal Officer Dr. T. Manihar at Family Welfare Office in South West today. He said distribution of Corbevax to health officials of all the districts has already started. Dr. T. Manihar informed that vaccination for the age group will start from 10:30 a.m. at RD Wing Klumfeld. He added that COVID vaccine shots will also be provided to children in schools. He encouraged parents and guardians to ensure that their wards get vaccinated. He further informed that total target for COVID-19 vaccination in the state for children is 1,20,000, out of which targets set for 12 to 13 years and 13 to 14 years age group are 60,000 each. He mentioned that the vaccination program for children is being held under the instruction of the Health Ministry in the view of resumption of physical classes in Manipur. Dr. T. Manihar reminded that every individual above 60 can get COVID-19 vaccine regardless of having comorbidities or not. Vaccinators have been instructed to check the age of the beneficiary and only vaccinate the child if the child is older than 12 years of age and less than 14 years with COVID vaccine. Children who have celebrated 14 years birthday and above will be given Covaxin vaccine and not Corbevax vaccine. Dose and route of the administration of Corbevax vaccine is 0.5 ml intramuscular deltoid muscle, 2 doses of 28 days apart.
High-bar vaccine is Corbevax vaccine. Masi angang sida pergi deltoid na pergi pergi lingkung di sini sudah masih muscles kita kapani. Ada kapagi dose na pun 0.5 ml kapani. Ada CDC kapa batanda hana na pun na Corbevax kapa batanda low blood precaution में हम तो सब पादन तुम लोग करी पसंद में कोई vaccine kapa जी अनाप हमें की vaccine kapa batanda अनाप से लागते हैं तो काफी ज़्यादा बनी पसंद में pandemic में yang करना vaccine अनाप से लेकर के दी vaccine kapa सी करना बगा अनाप से लागते हैं vaccine kapa बसी का अनाप से लागते हैं kapa बसी नहीं है effective होए और हजी अंगाज जिसदा कोई ना COVID-19 की अनाप yang करना याव जुनी कोई ना vaccine सी कोई ना अचूक yang जुना kapa लगे दी मची करना बसी कोई है ना फंक्शन
Manipur reported 14 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 out of 1,189 samples tested in the last 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 1.17%. As per the latest report from State Health Department and COVID-19 Command Control Room, total confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Manipur are 1,37,021. Active cases are 114. No fatality was reported in the past 24 hours. Death toll remains at 2,118. On the positive note, 10 recoveries were reported in the past 24 hours. Total recovered cases are 1,34,789. Manipur's recovery rate stands at 98.37%. Congress party is carrying out membership drive and election for party leaders right from the booth level to PCC level. Speaking to media at Congress Bhavan in Imphal today, AICC appointed Manipur's Pradesh Returning Officer, ex-MP Pratap Bhanu said election for booth level to Pradesh Congress Committee will be held ahead of the election for AICC leaders in August this year. He said starting this month, mass membership drive will be held. He added that block level election will be held in April, district level in June, and Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee election will be held in July. Pratap Bhanu said 33% seat will be reserved for women during the election of leaders from booth level to MPCC level. He invited interested individuals for enrollment. Pratap Bhanu also said that Congress party is investigating the wrongdoings of BJP in the recent election, and based on the reports, AICC will file complaints to the ECI and Supreme Court.
Some booth capturing, some muscle and money power, some rigging and some other manipulations of in the EVM. These candidates who we are telling this way, I have asked them to give the supportive documents like postal ballots, like any other thing. People have given the feedback from the polling station. They voted for the Congress, but it is not reflected in the EVM. We are collecting the proof. If it is found, the suitable measures will be taken by the AICC with the concerned authorities, maybe Election Commission of India, maybe High Court or Supreme Court. We will furnish these details.
Statewide general strike called by All Manipur Muslim Students Organization AMMSO since last midnight affected normal life in Muslim-dominated areas of Manipur today. It may be mentioned that the strike was called against failure to release the 11th NPP workers of Ketrigao Assembly Constituency MLA Sheikh Nurul Hassan, who were arrested by a police team led by Imphaltis SP yesterday morning. Band supporters took out to the streets at Hata in Imphaltis district and other areas of Ketrigao constituency. They burned tires, placed huge locks on road to block vehicular movement. Imphaltis police personnel tried to control the situation by firing several rounds of rubber bullet shells to disperse the protesters. Speaking to Sightline, a protester also condemned the arrest of 19 people who had demanded unconditional release of the 11th NPP workers. She warned of unprecedented hesitations upon failure to release all the arrested persons unconditionally at the earliest.
Sheikh Nur Hassan nataba atai MLA mayama makakiba yawi adudana karigumba amapau tawdraga hojik Sheikh Nur Hassan da tawreiba maran chiriba mayam se aikoi tasengna mama ama woina jazaning de hai aikoina thado oina hairuba matonda makoina thado o yadribasi kari marang wino makoigi mapot maral huraluba laibra natraga kari marang wino phariba se aduna maram oiraga ngasi aikoina phariba mi singsigi maran se pibiyo natrabadi aikoi hojik sum makhatana akan
All Manipur Muslim Student Organization AMMSO has withdrawn its statewide general strike following an agreement. Speaking to media, AMMSO HRD Secretary KH Dilson said AMMSO members held talks with Imphaltis SP and District Magistrate this afternoon. He said the bond was revoked following the release of the arrested individuals. He expressed gratitude to those who extend solidarity during the bond. It may be mentioned that Ketrigao MLA Sheikh Nurul Hassan moved a privilege motion to the Secretary of Manipur Legislative Assembly against Imphaltis police team led by its Superintendent of Police for barging into his residence and arresting 11 people without arrest warrants yesterday. Cycle Assembly Constituency KPA MLA Kim Niao Hang Singh Haokip assured of working for the welfare of Saitu residents apart from her own constituency. She was speaking at a Thanksgiving ceremony held at her official quarter at the BIP colony Sajantong today. MLA Kim Niao fathers Namthang Haokip, who contested the election on BJP ticket from Saitu constituency, expressed gratitude to his supporters on the occasion. It may be mentioned that Namthang Haokip has served as minister several times but lost the recent election.
Workers mayam ngon in hiring basi wakan pigroi se wakan chauna laise cycle the car basi cycle the car boy na khan se bas hai dog nge daga any problem later so I'll always be available for you say hai dog ni bane
adu no khoi na ai nu shiba no khoi na ai no ta wa ba adu mayam do isol de ge blessing phangwa oishno hai na hai ge ai khoi gi politics si Sahi Kuntran Toguma Sure, Masimanung Sida, Aina, Object to get hung there, and you'll come to get hung there, Angela, Karida, Suiba, Data Basu, Moyam, Solgiminga, Map to be all.
Women Committee of 5 wards of Tiangthang under Nauria Pakanglakpa Assembly constituency has appealed to allot minister portfolio to MLA of the constituency SKB. Speaking to media at Hyangthang today, committee member P. Jarala said SKB's contribution in the constituency is praiseworthy and giving her minister portfolio will facilitate in empowering women in the state.
Nauria jigi oina khoi gi Manipur jigi oina nupi me angi power je otpi nei bi ba de ngang larik tam phang da ba yam si je mana ju tau ne haina thabak se pangthok kani haina pangthok pa kayam si yaw gore mati oidi ngai na mana du bo yaw na pangthok pa duna di khoi gi aphaba thabak se tarok ni haina khoi nupi me am na thajaba lei aduna akhoi me am na sogatli dui mathak da awa ba yam je ku on ba da mak ta khoi na minister phamje am ta pinabi u haina khoi na sarkar da haijani.
Special Judge MPs and MLAs number 1 has issued bailable arrest warrant to MLA Tongam Biswazit and his wife Tongam Ongbi Jungrewant in a case involving a woman. The arrest warrant was issued following intentional failure to appear before the court by TH Biswazit and his wife after repeated summons. As per the order, after today's hearing, the couple must appear before court on March 28 this year. Investors of the Grow Manipur team convened a meeting today at Ibudo Bakangba Shrine in Malom Tuliaiba Mayay Lekai. Speaking on the sideline, an investor Osurse told media that Grow Manipur team witnessed a fallout since police arrested its founder, Bukrant Michael, in April 2021. Later, he was released on bail in October last year. He added that some investors formed a JAC without consulting the other investors. He mentioned that the JAC and Michael signed an agreement on releasing the capital amount to investors within March 15, 2022 in 4 phases. Osurizit said, as per the video released by Michael's mother yesterday, Grow Manipur team has started refunding capital money to 450 investors. He demanded clarification on what basis these investors were selected. He also alleged Michael of hiding in a camp of one proscribed outfit under suspension of the operation. Surzit demanded Michael to refund the investment of 15,000 investors.
Michael se ekoi angam athong na chingba amadi sugi condition da leiraba misak singna ngak seli haiba paw amakak ta je karigumba ngak sen biba oita di Michael bu ngak sen biganu Michael bu thadok piu awa taraba investor mayam bu kan biu matau karamna hansige arrangement kandong na sinsege haiba to famina rakanda Michael masadagi voice ta ba pamje ekoi na JC amadi AGC site tagi ekoi voice amta ta ba pamjatre.
Today's state-level workshop cum exhibition of Manipur's favorite tree-beamed Yongsak began at ICAR Complex Lamphel Park today. ICAR Research Complex for NHA Region Lamphel Park and Association for Protection and Promotion of Tree-beamed Airport and association formed by clubbing various institutes and clubs organized the event. Director of ICAR Research Complex NEH Region, Meghalaya Dr. V.K. Mishra inaugurated the event. Speaking on the occasion, Joint Director of the ICAR Imphal, Dr. I. Meghasandra, called for timely preservation of tree beans before it become extinct. He pointed that rising mortality of bats, which play great roles in promoting biodiversity through cross-pollination, has led to dying of tree beans.
Yongchaksi Mapan dagi Myanmar dagi in terms of crores of rupees pusala ko aduga singda khara hauri adugum mayam je khoi kannaba hotnaba sida yongchak si khoina darkar yam oire na khanba tam approach am da ujiki mangi ba uji yongchak si kannaba loinana akhoi gi satliba paisa ji akhoi state ta le haunaba farmers sing da kananaba de loinana mayam da mangi da kanaraba pambi ji yongchak si le haunaba hona je na dong gi idea da khoina exhibition ji tawjabani.
President of Consumers Club Manipur T. Fulchand alleged government for failing to take necessary measures to ensure consumer egg and rights of people in the state. He was speaking at World Consumer Rights Day observance today. Consumers Club Manipur organized the event on Fair Digital Finance themed at GM Hall today. In Fall, T. Fulchand expressed disappointment that Consumer Protection Act 2019 is not being implemented properly and Consumer Protection Authority is not functioning satisfactorily in the state, stating that there should be district, state and national commissions where consumers can address their grievances. T. Fulchand criticized that state government has not even appointed president and members of such commissions in the state.
Tamjaningidi state government gi mieng hariba sida jingthan janing ba haitare consumers club tagidi makoida ai ba che kya pire masi mention biu khosan biu na khoi haire kya adubu state government sina tade KNPDC consumer gi welfare da thabak tawna ba department amani makoina tawdu thabak si kadai bok tawdu na haiba taragadi ching rama pandagi napsa gi lai ba khrase sinatana akhoi KNPD na tawba thabak si amta leitre na lojei aduga mamangi mantri amana lawgi ba lai kerosene tangkhalapa petrol tangkhalapa gas tangkhalapa madu akhoi gi related oide akhoi sumnagi makoida monitor kitang tawbudu khatani kana haiba yam nungai taba haitare madugi potu akoina hainingidi petroleum product singigi chairman sidi akoi bharat ki president oibani bharat ki president oiba potu da sarkar ga mari leine de haiba potlama ki yam phraktaba nungai taba wafam gra masida daigre masigi procedure koi hujik thidona bo honari.
Liberal College Home Science Department and IQAC also jointly observed World Consumers' Rights Day on Fair Digital Finance at college in Luang Sangbam today. Many resource persons gave resourceful insights on consumer rights and a quiz competition for students was held on the occasion. Discourse on traditions of Manipur and traditional performances will be held across Assam and Tripura from March 17 to 23. Press release from United Chongthas Infalt informs that the event aims to strengthen bond between Manipur and its neighboring states as well as to unite Meitei diasporas. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you updates on coronavirus cases in India and the world. Keep watching Impact News.
Welcome to JJ School Montessori, where we follow the children instead of the other way around. Our holistic Montessori teachings encourage the students to be entertained while being challenged. Admissions open for nursery to class 5. Please visit us or message us for further details.
Presto Personalized Wonders, Imphal da nauna hangdokchari, hairiba asida personalized gifts, corporate gifts, awards and mementos, home decor, office rubber stamp na chingba potlamsing mafam asida phangbigani ngasi maglangsing birau Tilak Ras Enterprises, Presto, Thangal Bazar near Kasturi Thong, Imphal. Contact number 0385-244-9025 natraga 98621-00456.
Enjoy our freshly baked products. All our products contain honey. Kohi, taste the heart of Manipur.
We'll come back after the break watching Primetime English Bulletin. India added 2,568 fresh COVID-19 cases, 4,722 recoveries and 97 deaths in 24 hours. As per the latest report of the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, India's COVID-19 active cases have declined to 33,917. Total recoveries are 4,24,46,171 and recovery rate stands at 98.72%. Death toll reaches 5,15,974. Over 180 crore 40 lakh doses of COVID-19 vaccine had been administered in India so far. Globally, coronavirus has infected above 46 crore 3 lakhs 74,000 people. Above 60 lakhs 69,000 people have died and recoveries are above 39 crore 37 lakhs 74,000. USA has the highest active cases of above 2 crore 39 lakhs 43,000 in the world. Due to the almost drying out of the Imphal and Irin rivers, water treatment plants at Chinga and Moirangkom are unable to produce optimum quantity of treated water. Press note signed by Executive Engineer Water Supply Project Construction Division PHED Manipur KSH Tombi says normal piped water supply to consumers in areas of the IMC ward numbers 14, 15 part, 16 part and 17 part will be affected. As such, water will be supplied every 2 days gift instead of every alternate days. Moreover, due to the drastic reduction of the water level at Singha Dam, Singha Water Treatment Plant is unable to produce optimum quantity of treated water. As such, pipe water supply to Langol Reservoir, zoned 1/11/111, CAU Nauremthong, Uripok, Lalambung, Lamphel, Thangmaiban, Rims, etc. will be affected. The press note also requests relevant authority of the Water Resources Department Manipur to clear the obstructions, bunds, blockades, etc. that come across the natural flow of the Imphal and Iril rivers for enabling the to tape the available raw water in the interest of public water supply. Road construction from Kamjong to Thana via Pilong, which is 37.33 kilometers long, has been completed. The road construction project was implemented as a part of rehabilitation and upgradation of road from Kamjong to Kongkang Thana via Pilong of the Manipur Government Public Works Department (PWD). Northeastern Council, the NEC, funded the project worth 107 crore and 40 lakh rupees, and Bharatiya Infra Project Limited was the implementing agency since February 21, 2020. The route is expected to facilitate Indo-Myanmar trade. Kaching Forest Range staff has released a rare flying squirrel, locally known as Ngamarak Samarak, into the wild. One Katrimayam Ranjan from Kaching Garden area found the animal running in his house. He rescued the animal and handed it to Kaching Forest Range. The animal, which belongs to rodent family, was freed after getting necessary medical treatment. Speaking on the sideline, Assistant Conservator of Forest N. Munal said climate change, forest fire and disruption of forest environment have driven wildlife to seek security among humans. He appealed to hand over any rescued wild animal or bird to the Forest Department.
Midang Sakta Aduga, Wahi Chai, Aduga Tilkang to say, Haibu Ariba Chori, Jibasi can be able to say, Masiam Chautomingani, Aduna Ikoi Puno Masu, Ikoi Yumda, Lekaida, some Hainuki, Natraga Jiva Sinchanglapada, can be Duna, Iki Foresta, Sinavu, Muibazati, Luina, Manipur, Ikoi Samasina, Sakuchi Harigati, South Yaudri, Sakut Swung Moy, Mount Really Environment Sing a city, Sas of Six in a city, Opposite Lenzam Oire, Manipur. The
Manipur Home Guard Employees Welfare Association Imphal says many Home Guards personnel have been promoted or appointed to the ranks of DC, SPC, JPC, CC, SGT unpaid since 2000 without following the relevant provisions of acts and rules of Manipur Home Guards intentionally or knowingly by the authority and without considering the fact that there are no words paid or unpaid in Manipur Home Guards Act and rules. Press note signed by Association President Y. Mangi says such appointment has created serious blow on service career, including promotional prospects of many qualified and eligible Home Guards personnel. The press note further says the association has learned about several litigations before the High Court of Manipur on the issue. The association appealed to take appropriate decision on whether the use of words paid or unpaid is proper or not while giving promotion, failing which its warrant of hesitation, including cease work. A branch of Bank of Baroda was opened at Kurai Soyamlekai, Imphal today. Deputy General Manager of Bank of Baroda, Kolkata Joint opened a new branch which was earlier located at Thangal Bazar, Imphal. Speaking on the occasion, PK Das assured that the bank will work in the interest of its customers.
This digital lending platform, all the leads are coming digitally now. And this branch will definitely, we are having 16 branches in Manipur and we hope in the coming days will increase further and ultimately everything depends upon customer. If customers are delighted with the services of Bank of Baroda, I hope in coming days we will be leading all prime banks in Manipur through our services and the business, and I am hopeful that our colleagues, they are very talented, they are very efficient, more particularly ladies employees of Manipur, they are really dedicated to the society. I hope that they will do wonders in the coming days.
Combined team of coalition against drugs and alcohol, Kada and Nompok Lengak Apunba Nupi looped ANL seized 400 litres of country liquor from New Chekont and Kurai Lamlong in Imphal today. The seized items have been destroyed. Assam Rifles Public School, Mantripuki observed stationary item distribution ceremony for NEC-sponsored border students and the scholar students to mark Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav today. Vice Chairman Colonel G.P. Upadhyay School Management Committee, School Officer Second in Command Nehan Singh and School Principal Dr. Alka Jain presided the ceremony. 56 students from Class 2 to 11th received the stationary items. Student families also thanked the School Management Committee for their good deeds. Kaitel Manvi Battalion of 9th Sector Assam Rifles under the aegis of the ICAR South organized an interaction and coordination meet at Thobal COB in Thobal District today. The meet aimed on maintaining security, peace and normalcy in the region. It provided a platform to discuss various career opportunities in defense forces and other streams. Members of the Marapaibe groups, village authorities, teachers and students attended the event graced by OC of Thobal Company. One-day free orthopedics consultation camp was held at Churchampur today. Caesar Hospital and Research Institute, in collaboration with Samaritan Nursing Home Bizang, Churchampur organized a camp where 37 patients received free health checkup. Similar camp will be held at Kaching Bazaar on March 17. MSU Technopole District Committee carried out cleanliness drive at Sub-District Hospital tomorrow today. It may be mentioned that cleanliness activity in the hospital premises took a back seat for a long time due to COVID-19 pandemic. In view of the upcoming Yaksang Festival, local clubs, organizations are expected to visit Kangla Shrine for a lighting of doors. 5 representatives from each organization will be allowed to enter the shrine from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on March 18th and 19th. Press release from Superintendent of State Archaeology says the representatives may enter Kangla from the main 3 gates of Kangla Fort by abiding COVID SOPs. Russian shellings struck Kyiv on Tuesday, killing at least 2 people as invading forces tightened their grip on the Ukrainian capital, and Kyiv Mayor Vitaly Klitschko announced a 35-hour curfew starting at 8 p.m. Mayor Vitaly on Monday said that Russia will go to any length to win the war in Ukraine, including potential use of chemical weapons. 2 large blasts echoed across the city just before dawn today. Late on Monday, tracer bullets flashed across the night sky as Ukrainian forces apparently targeted an enemy drone. Casualties came after a strike hit a 16-story building in the Shivanorsky district, emergency services said in a Facebook post. Another residential building in the Politics area also came under attack, causing a fire that started on the first 5 floors of a 10-story residential building on Mostykska Street as a result of ammunition fire. Meanwhile, the Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said that talks between Ukrainian and Russian delegations, which commenced on Monday, will continue on Tuesday. Speaking in a video address, Zelensky said that the Ukrainian delegation did good work during Monday's talk. The latest negotiation held via video conference on Monday, where the 4th round involving higher-level officials from the 2 countries and the first in a week. The talks ended without a breakthrough after several hours, with an eye to Zelensky saying that the negotiators took a technical pause and plan to meet again today. 27-nation bloc European Union has announced new set of sanctions to punish Moscow for its invasion of the Ukraine. Now to sports news. KSDO Kiamgai, PTCC Patsoi Part 3 and NPSC Manipur beat their respective opponents in today's league matches of the ongoing MNCA Super Plate cricket tournament. In 24th league match played at Luangpokpa Cricket Stadium, batting first, Mungwang Light New Lambulens scored 103 runs in 31 overs and 3 balls with 10 wickets down. In reply, KSDO Kiamgai scored 104 runs in 19 overs and 3 balls with 7 wickets down, winning the match. KSDO Kiamgai all-rounder Hamza clinched the player of the match title. In 25th league match played at Oriental College and Model Higher Secondary School ground, PTCC Patsoi Part 3 scored 200 runs in 40 overs with 9 wickets down, defeating PSC Koyatong, which scored 92 runs in 30 overs and 3 balls with all 10 wickets down. PTCC Patsoi Part 3 all-rounder held Anau Bak player of the match title. NPSC Manipur defeated RCA Lilong in 26th league match played at Langtabal Public Ground. NPSC Manipur's bowler and Bijoy Kumar Bak player of the match title. 1 league match each will be played at Luangpokpa Cricket Stadium, Oriented College and Model Higher Secondary School ground and Langtabal Public Ground tomorrow. Southern Sporting Union Singzamai has entered the final of 63rd Sir Churchan Singh KCSI CBE Memorial Invitation Football Tournament being held under Ampha. In today's first semi-final match played at Artificial Turf Ground in Lamlong Tongkong, Southern Sporting Union Singzamai beat Klasa Kaino 2-0. For the winners, P. Nauba scored 2 goals at 14th and 39th minute. Sagolbant United will lock horns with Classic Football Academy Chingmerong in the second semi-final match tomorrow at 2 p.m. India defeated Sri Lanka by 238 runs in second and final test match in Bangalore. Winning the toss, India opted to bat first. The Indians scored 252 runs, losing 10 wickets in their first inning, while the visitors scored 109 runs with 10 wickets down in their first inning. The Indian team scored 303 runs, losing 9 wickets in their second inning. Sri Lankan scored only 208 runs with 10 wickets down in the second inning. Indian batsman Shreyas Iyer was declared as man of the match, while wicket-keeper batsman Rishabh Pant has won Player of the Series title. Notably, India won both matches of the Test series. Kerala Blasters and Jamshedpur are playing the first match of second semi-final in the Indian Super League 2021-2022, hosted by Goa. The match kicked off at 7:30 p.m. at Tilak Median. ATK Mohan Bagan and Hyderabad will play the second match of second semi-final tomorrow evening. Final match will be played on March 20. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Nationwide COVID-19 vaccination of children in age group of 12 to 14 years from March 16. Only Corbevax vaccine for 12 to 14 years age group. Manipur reports 14 new COVID-19 cases, 10 recoveries and no fatality in 24 hours. COVID positivity rate stands at 1.17%. AICC Manipur returning officer ex-MP Pratap Banu says Congress party will carry out membership drive and election from booth to PCC level in near future. General strike by all Manipur Muslim students organization affects normal life in Muslim-dominated areas. AMSO lifts bond following agreement. And India logs 2,568 COVID-19 cases, over 4,000 recoveries and 97 deaths in 24 hours. Recovery rate stands at 98.72%. That's all we have in this bulletin. Thank you for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. For more news, you can follow Impact TV on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Have a great evening and stay safe.